Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're out here today trying to complete TJ's list of things wrong with this combine. And Frank and Jared just pulled the clean grain chain in. The paddles were pretty good, but the chain's completely wore out. Was tightened down as far as it could go, eh, Frank?
Yes, it was.
And once you're out of tightener, you're out of tightener. As you can see, we got the old auger out of the unload. And this has proven to be quite, as Andy would say, quite a mongrel. To get this thing, we had to break out the heavy artillery. Anyway, we went to put it back together, and the bearings aren't perfect, and it's a big job to change that bearing after. So we've decided we're going to put a new bearing in there, and that's going to make it another day. Oh, man, you've caught me huffing and puffing. We got this auger from Elmer's Flighting, and Frank and I are just going to stick this thing in. We've got a few minutes here before lunch. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. With a bunch of brute strength and awkwardness, we got her in there. I didn't film the actual putting that auger in. YouTube doesn't like a lot of swearing and fussing and heavy breathing, and so I omitted that part. Anyway, we're done with this man lift. We'll take it back to the plant, get rid of it. And I'll bring you back when we are installing some more stuff on this combine. But for right now, it's 5 to 12, so we've done enough. We'll be back. It's Thursday morning. I just wanted to take a minute. I wasn't here yesterday, but Jared and Frank were out here all afternoon on Wednesday, and they got this combine done. And what they had to do, they replaced this feeder house chain, and they've got the sprockets done on the other end. They were really bad. I don't know whether the old ones are here. They'll be here somewhere. Anyway, you can just see a lot of this stuff was tired. One thing we learned, these master links in the feeder house chain, and I think this feeder house chain was something like $1,500. And you'd think, we thought anyway, you'd think for $1,500 they could throw in a master link, so when you got the chain, you could at least put it together. But no, Jared had to make another trip, another 45 minutes to the dealership and get the master link. That was, to me, that was awful. Anyway, they've got these are the old ones. These are the spikes that go in the back of they go right in the back here. They go in the back of the rotor, and what they do is beat the straw through those, or any grain that's left in the straw through those concaves. Anyway, Frank and Jared put the wheat concaves in, took the bean ones out. The bean ones are laying over here. That's something that has to be done every year. Like I said, yesterday we got the unload auger done. There's a few other things. This combine really isn't that bad. One thing, we needed to replace the tie rod on that tire, but they sent the wrong one. So that'll happen. That tie rod's not bad anyway. And we got the unload chain done. Anyway, this combine, other than changing the oil, is ready to go. So I just thought I'd bring you back and show you. There's some of the bits and pieces that we've thrown away. So I'm back out in the shop today. As you can see, we got the 9570 out of here. Did I say we? Frank got the 9570 done yesterday. What he did was change the oil and the filters and everything. And I took it and put it away. The roads were dry yesterday, so I took the 9570 and put it at my place. We kind of don't like running them combines down the road if they're salty or wet, because it's kind of half clean combine. You hate to get it dirty. So what we did yesterday afternoon, or did I say we? Did I say we, Frank? No. What Frank did yesterday afternoon, we brought this 8260 in and changed the oil, did the filters in the cab and whatnot, and we decided that we wanted to change the hydraulic oil. And this baby takes 8 5-gallon pails of hydraulic oil to fill it. And another YouTuber out there is Border View Farms that we watch all the time. They just did one of these tractors, and the hydraulic system in this tractor, if any of you don't have one, or if you do and don't know, the back hydraulics and the front hydraulics, it's all hooked together. So you have to drain, how many places, Frank?
4 or 5.
You have to drain the hydraulic oil in 4 or 5 places. Is it 5?
Yeah, I think so.
So we got that done. Did I say we again? Frank got that done this morning. And we're just about to put the oil in. Now what we have to do, well, there's Jared. How are you, Jared?
Good.
Anyway, I was just telling them about Border View changing the oil in their tractor. We cheated. We looked at their YouTube. It's always nice to look at the YouTube. So what you have to do is put the oil in and put all the plugs back in. Start the tractor up and it'll pump oil to the front. Then you got to top it up again. And you do that 2 or 3 times until you get the oil in all the places. It'll look after itself level-wise. You just have to start it up and get it to do that. So that's about it from here. Have you got anything else to add, Jared?
No. Nothing I can think of. Hopefully it runs.
We're hoping it runs when we get done.
It's all we hope.
That was the thing yesterday when we fired that 9570 up. After changing the fuel filters, it's always a toss of the coin of whether it's going to start or not. Anyway, I'll maybe bring you back when we get something else in here. I don't know what's next. Whatever we can get to start, I guess. So we're into the next day. What we ended up doing yesterday, we finished that 8260, changed all the oil in it, all the filters. Then I had this combine was down at the feedlot, and I brought it down. We hadn't changed the oil in it, and we were missing a sprocket when we had it in here. So what we ended up doing yesterday, or Frank and Jared, I guess mostly, and actually we had another neighbor dropped in that used to own a 9560, and he's playing for the other team. He's got a red one now. Anyway, they changed all the oil in all the gearboxes in the final drives. Something we usually don't do, but we decided this year, since they have invoked the Emergency Act, we thought it was an emergency to change everything in this combine, and so that's what we did. So this video is getting long enough. I'll turn it over to Cameron, I guess, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to take this one and put it in the shed at my place, and then it'll be done. Everything's done on this. It's all ready for wheat except They sent one wrong filter. The bill said they had the right one. Somebody just grabbed the wrong one, and that's no big deal. It's just an air filter. We can change that anytime. Anyway, this video is getting long enough. I want to just take a minute and thank you for watching, and we'll see what's going on. With the pandemic, I'm kind of limited to where I can go. And out here at the shop, when I'm here by myself, I think I'm pretty low as far as being exposed to the COVID. Anyway, thanks for watching.